EDH and Chill is brought to you by Alter Sleeves. It's a way to make your cards look, well, cooler than they already do, which I know some Magic cards already look cool, I get that, but you can customize borders, you can customize art through an inner sleeve, an insert that goes over the card and doesn't modify the original card itself. So, whilst I still think that alters and actual alterations onto the card via paint and things is fantastic, and I still love those sort of things and pick them up, this gives you a way of doing that doesn't permanently alter the card, so you can, I don't know, change the visual style of the card later down the line, or retain value as well. Unfortunately, in many ways, Magic cards are an asset, right? They cost quite a bit of money. So if you want to keep that valuable asset, if you want to keep that guy's cradle in its pristine condition that's the most resellable, if you ever need to in the future, Alter Sleeves offers you an option to alter the frame or the art without needing to actually get it on the card. Yeah, and you can also turn your soul ring into an onion ring. Anyway, links in the description below. Make sure you click that link and use that to help support the channel when picking up your Alter Sleeve. Hello and welcome back to another episode of EDH and Chill, everyone's favourite Commander show where I can say words like twat and I went to go for other vaginas, but I feel very uncomfortable saying the word pussy. It's just a strange word to say out loud. Today we're going to play some Commander. I'm going to play Tatyova. I've got with me someone who might be familiar to anyone who hangs out on Monday nights on streams, because he sometimes comes along and he's the voice of reason. It's Rob the White Rabbit. Well, what are you doing here, Rob? Who are you playing today?
So today I am continuing my adventure into various tribal decks. Not playing clerics today. We are playing Sidisi, Brood Tyrant, Zombie Tribal. We're going to be getting down and dirty with my my grave soil friends. So
I do love this because you are literally like one of the things I always think about when thinking about you, or not always thinking about. Like I don't think of you like all the time. I think of zombies.
Okay, you can say it.
But like with EDH and Commander, it's like clerics and zombies, right? They're the two things that you've played the most in games of Commander with me.
Yep, those are the most I played. My first experience of playing Magic in any kind of like standard environment was like that Legions kind of time frame, and I played nothing but standard zombies, and ever since then, yeah, just been hooked. I love playing it, and most of those zombies you will see in today's.
Have you got any of that Moorish zombies? Is that the?
That's the idea.
Also joining us today, who is brand new to the EDH and table, is Derek, also known as Boojus, also known as... You've got weird names across all the social media platforms, my friend.
Yeah, that's called branding. We've been here before.
Awful branding. Who are you and what do you do?
So yeah, I'm trying to make it real easy for people. I figure if I just use a different name every time, it's going to be perfectly good for my brand. But yes, I am Derek. I am part of the Mana Squad, One More Mana. And I am playing Kumena. See, I saw Vince playing a Simic Merfolk, and I just had to, do the exact same thing. So yeah, I'm going to be playing a bunch of fish people. Want to represent Prof on this and see if the Merfolk can just take over the board.
Right. I mean, just a heads up, she's not Simic, okay? She's never even been to Ravnica. But
you know what? I saw that discussion earlier. I got some. We'll talk about it later.
Cool. And then we've got another member of the Mana Squad. We've got Sed. Hello, Sed. Who are you and what do you do?
Yo, what's up? Sed, senpai of the Mana Squad. I am bringing in Athreos. This is a budget deck that I'm working on. And by budget, I mean I think this thing stops at like $60.
What total for the whole deck?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Minus the basics. So with the non-basics, putting Commander, all this stuff, it's probably about 60, 65.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, so we're going to actually do a budget night on our stream on Twitch. So I just wanted to give this a test run and see how it goes. And I probably won't compare it all to any of you guys' decks, but I'm just here to talk shit and enjoy the show,
I think it's a lot of value to be said about actually playing on a budget just to give yourself limitations, to breed creativity and all.
Yeah, it was so crazy how many cards that I realized that we just casually play in Commander and EDH that are like $5 and up. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, this needs to be in a sleeve now.
And it's wild that things. Yeah, exactly. You're looking for a box of old chaff, and you find that like $5 card. That's like this is Rob all over, right? Rob, I'm always like, Rob,
this is my life.
like, why have you got 40 copies of Sensitive Iron Top stuck together with elastic band, Rob? Please sleeve these fucking cards. But it also goes to show like that they need to be a bit more proactive about reprinting stuff, because some cards get like dumb price tags for no. Like, look at Wayfarer's Bauble at $2 or whatever it is. Like, that should never be that expensive.
That was the example I was about to bring up, because I've got 4 Wayfarer's Baubles, but like I pass them between like 8 different EDH decks.
I thought you were going to say like, but I used them as like a sanitary towel or like a diaper, like knowing you, Rob.
That was one thing. It was Ether Vials. It was one time.
I actually think I've got a card in my hand that might be more expensive than your entire deck. Then said.
Yeah, you probably do. I know Derek.
I think half this deck is probably more expensive.
I already know Derek's deck, so I already know what to expect, and cards just shits over mine. So
Well, I mean, you also get other command as well, right? Like pet cards that you've loved for a long time that you picked up for like pennies, and then 5 years down the line, you're like, oh, this card's worth how much? It's wild. It's wild, especially with the popularity of Commander growing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Growing, like we're back in 2008.
Well, there's a push now towards what was it, pre-Commander, where everyone's building decks that don't reference Commander directly in the cards, or you can only play Commanders that weren't in the pre-cons and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. I personally, I think playing a format of that is kind of silly, but I think the idea of like doing that yourself personally and playing with it is perfectly.
Yeah, I guess so.
The pre EDH.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's what they're calling it, right?
Right, yeah.
That's
EDH.
Why do they call it? Why don't they just take back EDH and then let everything moving forward be Commander, and be like, well, what do you play? Well, I play EDH, but those guys play Commander.
Oh, that would be awful. Like the idea that EDH and Commander aren't the same thing, that would be so bad. Like tagging these videos is difficult enough for me because like the term's interchangeable, right? It's called EDH and Chill, but like all the children call it Commander, Rob. Also, if they did that, this show would have a defunct name, so I wouldn't go back to the old one. Anyway, shall we roll some d6s? Do people have like 2 to hand, or do we want to go?
I have.
Yes.
I have 2 d6s. I have d10s. I have d12s. I was rolling d12s at D&D the other night.
Sed, how are you on the dice front?
Let's see what the frog has in store.
Oh yes.
Are you just your hand straight up that frog's ass?
just a literal frog onto the table when he's like pulling dice out of it.
Hey, it's consensual. It's consensual.
Right.
It says EDH and Chill. So,
okay.
Got something.
I'm on an 8.
I got a 4 in true bardic fashion.
Cheating and got a 9.
That's a 9, man.
He had a 4 off screen that he pulled on. I'm with you.
So I know we just roll. So we just want to go starting with Sed, or are we trying to go roll order?
No. We'll just go clockwise from Sed. So I'm going third.
I'm cool with that then.
I had like several comments asking where this was from last time I had this on camera. So I'm just going to say this is the official one that they did for like Guilds of Ravnica with the dice set. Just as anyone, just to like preempt those comments because there was loads last time. Right, let's fucking do this. How's everyone's hands looking?
I'm good. I got lands and spells.
Is a hand.
Shitty, but all right.
All right, Sed. No pressure, but don't mess this up.
Oh man, do I play this island? Wait, how did island get in here? Gotta play the swamp back first.
That's a different variant in EDH where you just play whatever the F basics you want. It doesn't matter. Colors don't have to match. Nothing matters.
So I could play hybrid cards in my decks?
Oh no, not yet.
No, he said it. He started me off. I'm going to deck to this side. Yeah, I'm going to deck to this side. Right. Let's draw for turn. Let's play a Field of the Dead tapped. Everyone loves banned cards.
Starting out great.
Yeah.
It's not even a good Magic card, Rob. Like if it was good, people would be playing it in standard, right? Yeah. People would be playing a modern, Rob, if it was good.
That's true.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna play a wild. It's a German forest.
Okay. Is your whole mana base German, Rob? Is it?
Most of it is. Some of it isn't. So.
Is it leftovers from the Shattergang bros from back in the day?
Yes, it is. So got my German mana base.
Did you have like an all German Shattergang bros deck?
Yeah. Well, so I went through a time of basically using Vince's international travel and globetrotting skills to collect together a Shadowgang Brothers EDH deck, because the names are just incredible, and it all started with my German Siege Gang commander that I got.
That was it.
It's Bellstrung back commandant, and it's just brilliant to say, and especially with goblins. Like,
yeah, but to be fair,
goblins.
you say international renown, all that shit. Like, I'm pretty sure I got your German Shadowgang commander that I gave you as a present for the commander from like Birmingham or Manchester. It wasn't exactly an exotic locale, Rob.
No, it's not you there.
Come on, you don't need to spoil the story. You could be like, I was in the Seychelles. A man came up to me on the beach and he just offered me a German Shadowgang brews. He
opened his coat and it was just like drugs and magic cards.
What's the difference?
Yeah,
Is there?
For real.
Did you pass?
Yeah, it's on you. It's on you.
Oh, my bad.
There's gonna be a lot of that in EDH and chill. Like, you know how other people are like, oh, I play this, I do that, and they really vocalize their terms, and I'm over here like being like, does anyone else like to like eat their own shit? Like, it's not really taken very seriously.
Oh, Menamos.
Nice.
Tap 2, and I'm gonna play just a super harmless Cryptolith, Just play that and pass.
Okay.
Are you taking one from your Painland there? So?
I did, yes.
Good.
I'm gonna
I'm sure that Cryptolith isn't gonna bite us in the arse in the future.
I'm gonna play a forest and pass the turn. Go ahead.
So Vince, all this international travel, how are you so well traveled as a 21-year-old? I want to know how this is a.
It's just magic, like
is?
both literally and figuratively. Yeah. Play the game, see the world. They said, right?
It's impressive.
It'll be
Yeah,
fun.
play the world, see Birmingham.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I play a creature or not? I think I do. I think we're gonna play our first zombie from my very first standard deck. I'm gonna play Shepherd of Rot.
Shepherd.
So that's one of the good ones, right?
That is he
Lose
taps, and each player loses 1 life for each zombie in play.
Well, it's a good thing you don't have any zombies in there.
It is good that I do not have any zombies in play besides that zombie.
I realised when I said that's one of the good ones, that sounds very rude. Like but Rob is known for purposely playing bad cards as well. Right? That's what I meant by that, Rob. Not like.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, there are some bad cards in here. This is
Good.
is a deck full of shit.
Okay. I'll start my turn. Tap nothing. Draw. I'll drop a swamp, and it's Athreos time.
Oh,
Just an enchantment. Nothing to see here.
okay.
I think he's just getting real excited about that Athreos.
Yeah, there's an Athleos. It's like,
Oh,
Heavy breathing.
you choose, sir.
All right, I'm gonna draw. So, and I assume when y'all were saying Birmingham, I think you were saying Birmingham. Is that? I'm assuming that's someplace in England. Because when I think Birmingham, I think Alabama. So I was very confused about.
Doesn't every English place have at least 5 versions in America? Because they just couldn't name their own stuff.
Yeah.
Not the most
pretty much.
creative. Yeah.
Like, it's always crazy that the big cities, like Atlanta, for example, like you said you're from that area, right? Like Atlanta is not a place in England. It always confuses me when those happen. How do they come up with their own names? How is that even possible?
Exactly. However, there are like 5 or 10 Atlantas in the United States. So
Wait, what?
Atlanta, Texas is the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
That's amazing. The one, yeah, I mean, the famous one is Paris, Texas, isn't it? That's the one everyone knows. I didn't know there was an Atlanta, Texas. I think it was Bill Bryson. He said that places in America are named after the first European man to get there or the last Indian to leave.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Which is pretty accurate, I feel.
I can't fight you on that.
I'm just gonna play a Apollo Warden of Waves, and I will pass the.
So this is the one that does the what now? This is the one that
It's
does
Kira, the Great Glass Spinner, but a merfolk.
Oh, see, you got to mention boomer cards to me. Anything post Ixalan just confuses me. Hinterland Harbour.
Target. I need my merfolk essentially.
Right. I'm just gonna cast this Growing Rights of Itlamok, and then probably just look at top 4 cards of my library and put them in the bottom of my library. But maybe I'll find a creature.
Part of England are you guys in? Or UK?
I live just outside of Reading, which is just outside of London, which is basically the countryside.
Yeah.
And Vince lives in Andover, which is
basically the countryside.
Yeah.
I'm close to like both Salisbury and Southampton, like in terms of places that people might have heard of. Stonehenge is on my doorstep, basically. I'm gonna get around excavated with this because I somehow hit something, which is so rare, but there we go. Look, I'm loving it. My webcam never used to pick up foils. Oh, look at it. Oh. Right, anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so let's untap, draw for 10.
Sid, I hope you know what they're where they're referencing. I am an untraveled, uncultured human, so I don't know.
So my hometown is famous for two things and two things only, right? One is three things. The first thing is that we were just down the road from Salisbury, which is where those nerve gas attacks happened last year. You heard about the Russians poisoning people on English soil?
Oh.
Yeah, that's not really a fun fact. That's more of a nefarious fact. But
yeah, I was about to say.
The next fun fact that also isn't fun is that workhouses that are in Oliver and those Charles Dickens novels are loosely based upon or influenced by the Andover workhouses. So that's the other one. And then the third thing is that like on page like 64 or like 78 of V for Vendetta, the little square box in the top hand corner which talks about a barracks where V was from before he had his accent or whatever, references just down the road from Andover. And that's it. That's our claims to fame.
That is, and I come from. Originally, I hail from Dorset, which is basically the Shire. So I was born in a hole in the ground.
Dorset. Dorset's so rural for England that they've all got weird accents and we mock them, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm the Alabama of England, but we're all hobbits. That's right. So anyway, I'm going to play this Mask of Memory. This is important for the table conversation, and then I'm going to equip this Mask of Memory to my Shepherd of Rod. When I do combat a player, draw 2 cards, discard a card, and I'm going to swing at Vince because you have to kill Vince first.
That is
protest, and then he will win the game.
I'll go to 39.
So I hit you. I'll draw 2 cards
And discard 1.
2.
That is the Tatyova rule, though.
I will just
My rule is kill Derek first. That's weird.
I agree. I think Derek should die. On that topic, Derek, whereabouts in the States are you from then? We've told you where we're from. Like, where, enlighten the people at home as to what part of the States you're from.
Yeah, I was going to say I've been to London. I've been to Northumbria, and for some reason I want to say Manchester. I'm sure I had to fly out or fly in there.
Yeah, Manchester's actually surrounded by a huge wall of ice, and you can only access it by plane.
Okay.
So that does sound like Manchester.
Yeah, it sounds like that. Yeah.
I think it's your turn, Zed. But where are you from, Derek? That was the question.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So, yeah, I'm from South Florida. So I grew up in Palm Beach County, Florida, which the way I describe Florida is Miami, sort of Tampa, and then just a pile of crap, basically. So, so I grew up in like nowhere, Florida. I lived in Miami for most of my adult life.
So have you ever fist fought an alligator?
Oh, that was like my weekend hobby. Like that's what you do. You walk outside, you take your alligator out in a leash, and then you just start fighting other alligators. It's kind of how
It's like Pokemon.
It's the exact same thing,
But
except more
every
people
Pokemon's an alligator.
Exactly. Sometimes a crocodile mixed in if you end up in like a one of those salty swamp areas.
But all jokes aside, did you grow up near the swamps of Florida, or were you quite far away? Palm Beach is far away, or?
Yeah. I wasn't actually like out in swamps or anything. I'm not like the naturey type, so I really didn't go out into like the what do you call it, the Everglades or any of that type of stuff. And then once you're in Miami's kind of its own country essentially, separate from the rest of the state. So that was much more fun. And my favorite thing about Miami is every stereotype anyone's ever heard about Miami is 1,000,000% true.
Well,
the
thing with the States is like not just a stereotype, but like I talked about the swamps, right? But America's so fucking big that even if you're from Florida, you may have never been near a swamp. Where in England, if you're from a town or a city, you've seen it all. Like you know everyone. Exactly. Like the fact that the Queen, like me and the Queen hang out all the time, for example. Sed's over there playing. What the fuck is that, Sed?
Whoa, yeah.
That is a Dream Devourer. That's a new card.
That's a new card, which is actually not that not that pricey. But each card in my hand has 4 tails, so I'm just gonna play this super early and become a target. So,
okay. So it reduces the cost of your cards by 2, but you have to play that 2 earlier on, sort of thing. Is that right?
That is correct.
Cool.
And I'm going to
spoilers foretell.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and foretell something over
here. It could be anything. It could even be a boat.
It could be a soul ring. Now pass time.
Okay.
So Sed, while Derek started to take his turn, people at home are like, I wonder what's happening, buddy. Fuck. Derek, where are you from?
No, Zed, where are you from?
Oh, sorry, Zed. Sorry. Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Got very confused by Derek's turn. Derek. I just love Derek.
It's just no. This is just Vince. He never knows anybody's name.
Shut up, John.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Pretty much the place that turned Georgia blue. One of the few places that turned Georgia blue.
Good work. Good work.
That's something to be proud of. Something to be proud of.
Yeah. I spent most of my life here. Left for a few years to go to grad school. Came back to do some more grad school, and I mean it's a pretty good city. I just needed some time to get away from the noise and go to a small little country town.
That's fair. Is it Atlanta? That's where The Walking Dead set, right? Or at least the early parts of The Walking Dead.
Yeah. A lot of filming takes place here now.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry Studios are located here, and Marvel is always here.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't bring it up just for the Walking Dead magic thing, because I know obviously magic players hate the Walking Dead these days. And it's more like when I used to watch it, the thing that stuck me out to me was like the weather, the crickets, the heat, and that was all in Atlanta, right, in Georgia, like the city, because that's where the CDC is in Atlanta, right?
Yep. Disease Central.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Derek.
No, you're good. I'm gonna come just tickle Vince for 2.
Will you fuck off? Is it what?
There's a Biden Thatcher down there.
Yeah, I know.
Draw a card.
See, my plan is I figure if we just get Vince into a decent life total before he just literally shits all the lands onto the battlefield, we can survive just long enough to be pooped on by lands.
I think
Yeah,
this is
I
incredibly
think
rude.
the goal of this session is just to make us feel like we've had a good time before Vince wins the game.
People always say this, and I don't even necessarily win with this all the time, because people do this for example. And also I don't play enough interaction either.
You do not. Yeah, that's the thing. The two things that your Tatyova deck lacks is creatures and interaction.
You're not my dad, Rob.
Oh, don't worry. At one point, I'm gonna get real petty and start hitting Zed for no reason, so I can't stay focused for very long.
Yeah.
Vince is the only person I play Magic with, so knowing his decks inside out is like kind of a thing I need to know.
What if I surprised you, Rob? What if I added a little red-black cards to this deck?
Then I will be surprised. I will be surprised.
It'll also be a bit unfair. I'm going to play Ramanapa Excavator, or Excavadora de Ramanapa, which is my favourite club in Ibiza as well, actually. And then, I don't even know if that's the right language. I'm sorry if I'm insulting anyone who's actually from Spain or whatever. Sylvan Safekeeper. I think I did it in a very British accent. I'll read it. I'm not trying to be deeply offensive here, everyone. So I'm going to read it. Pudes jugar cartas de tierra de tu cementerio. Is that Italian, not Spanish?
I believe that's Italian.
Because cementerio doesn't sound Spanish. It's not Italian.
I should know this, man. I'm from Miami.
So creature in Spanish isn't creatura, right? That's Italian.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Italian.
Well, I'm sorry to everyone I offended from Spain and Italy. Pass the turn, Rob. Go ahead.
Okay, untap.
I do fucking love Excavator. It's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite snake in Magic. He's not even a snake. He's a Naga.
I'm gonna play an exotic orchard.
I think Naga should be erratic.
I agree. It fucks me
100%.
off. Hounds and wolves. Sorry, hounds and dogs. Same thing. Don't fucking separate them. Naga and snakes and serpents. Don't separate them. Pisses me off.
Exactly.
Okay, so if there was, well, that's a bit of a silly question. So your merfolk, matey, opponents target merfolk cost 2 more. Okay, so I can target your Biden of Thassa, for example, if I needed to.
What if I told you no?
Well,
I wonder what Rob's planning.
Well, I'm just kind of scoping things out at the minute. At the moment, I think I'm just gonna Kadamas Reach.
Ooh.
Right.
Gonna grab a wild in taps. And okay, it's not German, but an island.
You've let the team down, the table down, but most of all, Rob, you let yourself down.
I know. It's because I went through. I cut a load of tap plans and then had to put in other non.
That is me, like saying on the internet, just play basics. Like I do think people should play more basics. People do not play enough basics in their Commander decks.
100%. I love playing basics. Like it's so cheap. It's so cheap. Right,
Yeah,
this is going in the hand.
The master of basic lands.
You don't have to worry about lands coming in tapped. you can just take your turn.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think if you're 2 colors or less as well, I think people put too much like onus on fixing. I'm like, just play some fucking basics.
Exactly. I'm gonna attack you, Derek, for 1.
I will take it. Block it with my face.
Trigger. Draw 2. Whoa, no, show you the cards. Draw 2 cards.
I mean, you can. I'm not gonna be mad about it.
And discard a card. Discard a card. Oh man. Well, I think we'll discard this this island.
Do you have any bodies in the bin you're going to reanimate, Rob? Like, do you have any creatures in your bin right now?
My graveyard is currently Simic Signet, Cademus Region, Island.
Right, I'll let you off. Fine. So Derek and said, do you play a lot of EDH together?
We do.
And that's me passing the turn. Said you'll go.
Gotcha. Yeah, basically, we have our Saturday streams. Oh, you got it.
Yeah. So we have our Twitch streams on Saturdays where we, just be petty. We have our show now called Commander Petty, and we just play our decks, and whoever gets hit first will continue to keep getting hit by the other person because you hit me.
Like a bunch of sharks that can smell blood.
Yeah, for no rhyme or reason. We're just gonna. I'm feeling petty. Let's go. Yeah, so that's what we do. We played in person, of course, a lot before 2020 happened.
Man, I missed that.
Are you in lockdown over there in Atlanta at the moment, Sid?
I move more than I should, but I pretty much just go to one other place. I just go to my office building. No one ever comes in, so I just kind of.
Oh, so like, so you're allowed to go out, but you're enforcing it yourself not to.
Yeah. I mean, there's like clubs are still open and craziness, and I'm just like, go home, people. Like
Georgia has no rules. Georgia, I've been on a self-imposed lockdown the entire time, and like everything is open. They're basically treating it like nothing happened, which is makes it more terrifying to leave.
Ooh, another new card.
Hello, that is my next Commander EDH.
And then Lisa.
Do you want to talk us through what she does, Sid?
So she is an angel, so of course she flies. She also has lifelink. Whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life.
Jesus.
Wow. Bother. Crumbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my Devourer gets +2 because I foretold a card this turn. So I'm gonna go to Combatsies and let's see. Eric, coming after you for 2.
I mean, I am naked, so I feel like it's only.
You're naked. It's EDH insurance figurative, Derek. It's not.
That's not what I understood. I thought this was
balls out, hangs out, right? Like
that's how it goes. Oh,
I'm gonna pass the turn to you.
Okay. Speaking of being naked, anybody watching this should definitely check out our OnlyBans video. I put permanent black. Oh, have you not? Okay, so this is. We also like to do skits. I was actually inspired. One of my favorite videos that you've done was your. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but was your VIP booster opening.
Right. Yeah.
Just that was the peak of Magic content for me. So we've also gotten into skits and stuff, and we did one called OnlyBans, where it's basically we get naughty with ban cards. So anybody that wants to go, maybe be disturbed, check that out on YouTube.
I'll put if you hit me with the link later on, I'll put that in the description as well next to like YouTube and stuff. So you guys make content on YouTube and stream on Twitch, is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Because some people obviously I used to stream to YouTube, but I stopped. I know some people still do because it's like the Wild West. Like no one's over here doing it, you know. Don't know why I tried to do an Alabama accent then. Like
it was it's beautiful.
I was inspired.
All right, so let's see what we want to do here.
Make sure if you spell, you lose that 2 life. Like the tack.
Stop some storming off.
I'm gonna tap 3, losing 1 to play out my commander. That feels like it's probably a good idea.
And take 2.
No. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play an island as my land for turn.
Did you lose your 2, Derek?
What did I lose 2 for?
I'm
sorry. Literally the card in front of my face.
Yep.
I figured if I just ignored it, it wouldn't happen. You know.
We're talking so much about you having your balls out. You forgot about like the last play, literally the last card that was cast.
It's distracting. I need to.
Am I that insignificant to you?
Put your balls away and pay attention to your friend, please, Derek.
Fine. If you insist, I will. Then you know what? Nobody's naked. Oh no, Rob, you're naked. I'm gonna come say hi for 2, Rob.
Oh, hey, buddy.
What's up?
Nice to see you.
And then I'll
Get
draw
that
a card.
merfolk. Get that rubbery flesh off
And then
my skin.
I'm gonna tap one more to play a curse catcher, and then I will pass the turn.
Lose 2 life, Derek.
Yes.
Ah, like it.
There we go. Okay. I'll play Cryptic Caves. I don't have much to do. And the things like... Ugh. Okay, I am going to... Field of Ruin. So I'm ramping everyone here, so everyone can thank me later.
Hey.
I'm going to Field of Ruin the Mute... Do we care more about Mutavault or Monamo from the Merfolk player?
Minamo.
What is this? His commander does like everything, right? Like tap Merfolk, do whatever you want.
Yeah, Mutavault is just
Another Merfolk,
with
exactly.
+1/+1 or whatever.
So your commander can, depending on the Merfolk's tapped, it can tap other creatures, draw cards, and...
Yeah, so I can tap another Merfolk to give Kumena unblockable. I can tap 3 to draw a card, or I can tap 5 to put a +1 counter on each one.
I'm gonna Field of Ruin the Monamo.
Okay.
And then everyone at the table gets to get a basic.
Tapped or untapped?
Untapped.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's interesting.
See, I'm playing Group Hug.
you just say basic. You just say basic, right?
Basic
Yeah.
one, that's it.
I'm gonna go for another lovely mask swamp.
Vince, haven't you ever heard it's indecent to Field of Ruin a man with his balls out? That's just not
Look,
the oldest saying in Magic.
Yeah, I mean you're hushing his buzz, man.
Sorry,
Stop.
I misunderstood.
Stop.
I misunderstood the vibe. I thought that was what you were into. Like the scene from
It's
Casino
like-
Royale, and they're just like
Communication
spanking.
is key, man. Communication is key. To
Spanking,
No judgment, no
happy
judgment.
sexual relationship.
Who's the guy that
It's the
played
thought that-
James Bond? Not Craig David.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. That's not Craig David. Do the Americans know who Craig David is?
I've never heard that name. I could look it up.
He's an R&B
I know.
garage artist, and it's just funny to think of him as James Bond.
Yes, it is very funny to think.
I'm
of
going
him.
to trigger this and look at the top 2 cards and put one
Oh,
up
it's
to
a
one.
casual Thassa's Oracle.
It's just setting me up. My hand has been not great.
Oh, thank you, said Vince.
Vince,
Seth's got a
do
message.
some life.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I hadn't totally forgotten because I was talking about Craig David's balls. And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay, alrighty, okay. Huh. Untap, and untap that little chappy. Draw. Ooh, nice. Okay, so first of all, let's play another non-German land, an island.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
I know. Look at this new border bullshit.
My
like,
days.
I'm
That
not
is also
happy.
that's yeah. That is
Also, I cannot wait for Time Spiral Remastered and getting a load of old bordered, like, new fun cards. Like,
I don't want to shit on the artist of that island too much, but that island is objectively disgusting to look at.
Well, damn.
M14, M50, like
Wow.
any M basics are horrible. I'm sorry. Look,
no, hey, my favorite planes isn't M planes. It's the sunflower field.
that's describing a lot of planes, Rob.
That is an M. There's an M planes that is a sunflower plane. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
To be honest, I'm also to be completely transparent. I'm fucking about because I'm also quite a not saying you're lazy, Rob, but maybe you are. I'm a lazy deck builder, so my decks will often end up with like just random fucking core set lands in them because like it's just a land. It does what I need it to do.
Oh no.
But some decks I take care with. Some decks I'm just like, oh fuck it, whatever, anything will do. You know,
Yeah,
anything
I
will do.
don't give a shit about
Is
lands.
anybody
I
worried?
don't give a shit about lands.
Is anybody worried about a specific permanent on the battlefield at this particular moment?
Yeah, everything that Derek's got in play.
Bruh, I feel okay. You know what? It's super safe over here. I just got some fish chilling. They're not doing nothing.
Said no
Kumena's
one
not
ever.
even looking at you guys. Kumena's looking at Seth.
So okay, so there's a couple of things that there's a couple of things I'm thinking about. Like, so I'm worried about growing rights of Itlamok because that is basically a guy's cradle.
Where? It doesn't say that anywhere.
I'm worried that
Or-
Athreos is about to get his 7th pip. So that is the thing.
Oh, I'll give you a hint. Athreos would never be online.
I mean,
that's how-
I guess.
you're not gonna play another creature then, or another
That's how I play
enchantment.
this deck.
I mean, Lizella's going to knock everyone down. Kumena's a problem. I'm about to get a cradle. There's a lot of genuine, like,
Yeah,
Biden
there's a lot of-
Thasso has drawn 2 cards already.
Yeah. there's a
Also-
lot of-
I'm gonna be the snitch. Derek has an actual Gaia's Cradle in his deck.
That's uncalled for.
What kind of a monster would bring a guy's cradle to a game of EDH?
Maybe I took it out. Maybe I just
I don't
Maybe I
even know
sold
what
it
a
at
guy's
Richard
cradle
Price then.
is. Yeah, I spiked the price and sold mine. No, not really.
Okay, so I think. Okay. So what we're gonna do is black, green, blue. Thank you, Derek.
of course. See, that's what I'm here for.
And
I'm
I'm gonna Sultai Charm the Biden of Thassa.
Ooh.
Also, Merfolk is objectively one of the worst tribes in Magic, so you deserve that. Rob lose 2.
I will lose 2. Thank you very much. Loving the visual aid.
They should definitely implement a thing where, like, with permissions, you can put things on other people's screens. So, like, for example, we could be chatting away, and Sed could put, like, at least like a counter or a reminder like that onto your screen. Do you know what I mean?
Just
Like,
send it.
like a
Slides
trigger.
up, you see it.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good feature, Wizards, who bought this this website. So.
Okay, now I'm going to.
So on your top 5 list of worst cards ever printed, Vince, it's just all Merfolk.
No.
Thalia's in there too, right?
Of worst cards? Fucking excuse me? Lose 2,
I'm
Rob.
gonna cast. I can't afford demonic tutor.
It's getting reprinted, Rob.
It is, and I can't wait to get one now that I've gotten back into buying singles at the worst
Now
possible
that-
time, where cards have never been at their sexier.
Now
And
that
They're
isn't
sexier
durable
and
card.
dearer as well, right?
Yo, I could be such an asshole right now, but I'm not going to.
please
But I'm
don't.
100% not going to. But I could be such an asshole right now.
Wait, do you have
Okay.
like search hate in blue green?
Well, I have a curse catcher out, and I think he's tapped out.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
But no,
Please
Rob, you're
don't.
good. You're good, dude. I'm not doing
Whew.
it.
Okay, you're a doll, and I love you. Okay, cool. That's me searching, and then I'm gonna pass the turn. So,
Said, I hope you noticed that Derek is like basically manipulating Rob there, being like, "Oh, I could," and then like, "Oh no, thank you." These allegiances make me sick.
I feel like you're in my
So-
head.
So Derek and I also do a show on our channel called the 48 Laws of Power of Magic: The Gathering of Magic. Basically, we go through each of the 48 laws and apply them to Magic: The Gathering, like gameplay. And so whatever Derek says, I already know the trick. Everything I say, he already knows the trick.
Rob, did you take 2 for the second spell you cast?
I did not.
did.
So just,
I've got
put
my
that in there.
beaded little
There we
eye
go.
on you,
I'm
slime
on
boy.
32. I'm on 32. I'm honest.
I thought he did. I'm gonna play an Emergent Zone.
Ooh.
A little flash action going on here.
I was going to make the joke of that's a name I haven't heard in a long time, but that was only in War of the Spark. But that feels like decades ago.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, there's been 400 sets since then. Like,
Yeah.
We've currently got spoilers for a set that comes out in 2 sets time.
I found out this morning that that the Strixhaven stuff had started because I thought it was a fake thing, and then I was like, wait, no, this is like
Oh, are you not?
actually from Wizards.
Are you not on board? Have you not chosen your school yet?
Right.
Everyone's in on it.
So this will be out a couple of weeks after, because literally my video on the
that's
spoilers
true.
came out today. But so everyone at home, yeah, it's just happened. Just happened.
I'm gonna go to combat and Eric, I feel like you threatened me last turn, so I'm gonna send 5 your way in the air.
See that's like a lot. That's an insignificant amount or a significant amount of damage.
And insignificant.
And yeah, we're gonna go double negative there. I'm gonna block that with my face and never forget that.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna gain 5 off of that, just to get a little higher than you guys, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I think I'm gonna call that a turn.
On your end step, I'm gonna tap 1 to animate the Mutavault, and then tap 3 Merfolk to draw a card.
Mutavault like a changeling? What's this? What's going on?
Yeah, it's all creature types when activated.
Tap and draw.
It's the most competitively viable turtle of all in all of Magic.
I'm gonna play a Waterlogged Grove is my land for turn. I'm gonna tap a forest to cast an exploration and take 2.
Oh, I meant to get one of those explorations. I forgot they existed.
I fired off my my soul touch arm too early.
You've shot your load too early, Robert.
As usual.
So you got that Ramanop dude over there, and I'm not. What should I do here? I guess we'll just play some more basics so that way nothing can get blown up. I'll play an island.
That's your third land for the turn now.
Second.
No, didn't you play Waterlog Grove then Yavimaya Coast?
No, the Yavimaya Coast was the first.
Oh, sorry, I saw it get put down. I didn't see it.
Stuff,
Yeah, the first thing, baby. Yeah.
Vince, I can't win without cheating. You can't call me
no,
out.
I wasn't trying to make sure. I thought you might have never insinuated you were cheating. I was more thinking you might have forgotten. But I only saw, like, at the corner of my eye, you put the Yavimaya Coast down because you'd moved it. But, yeah. No one would cheat on an actual fucking recorded video. That'd be insanity, wouldn't it?
I've cheated 12 times already. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, there's that famous case of that guy, like, picking up, the most recent one I can remember, it was at an event, they're playing Dredge, they had no more fetchable lands in their deck, so they knew that. So they just picked up their stomping grounds and put it back in the deck on camera, on coverage. I'm like, being a cheater is making you a piece of shit, but being a fucking stupid cheater is even worse. Well, is that worse? I don't know. It's still fucking bad, though. It's so dumb. It's
equally bad. Yeah, my hand's kind of poop. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn.
I will untap. I will draw a card. I don't even know why I kept this on top now, because it just doesn't help anything, so that was good.
If it's a creature, then you know why you kept it.
No, it's not a creature. It's a land drop, but I have a land drop from the graveyard, so it's just fucking pointless. Do we go shields down? We'll go shields down. I'm going to cast Curse Catch is only instants and sorceries, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Tatyova.
Okay. Red alert.
Take
Red
2.
alert.
I've got 1 land drop available to me. I'm not exactly in the best spot for this. This is what I mean by keeping that land on top was just bad. It just doesn't do anything. I'm going to play Ghost Quarter. I'm going to trigger, draw a card, and gain life. And that actually might be my last, the end of my turn. Go to end step, and I'll flip my Growing Rights. So I've got some mana, none of it blue.
You take 2 for your Tatyova.
I did, yeah, I did. I've got a Growing Rights. I was just saying I don't have blue mana, but that's not strictly speaking true, because obviously I can Ghost Quarter myself, just to be transparent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I got field next turn on the 7. Right, go ahead, Rob. If that's your real name.
Alrighty. Untap.
Sure, it's White Rabbit.
Yeah, that's my name. I'm a rabbit wizard, according to Magic. Draw. Okay. So
right,
I'm gonna throw an idea out to the group here. I'm just gonna play as Tainted Isle. How do you feel about board wipe?
Personally, I hate the idea.
I mean, I'm actually, you know what? I can't be all that mad about that.
I don't hate it because that's what my deck does.
I kind of just want to stop paying life to cast cards because I'm about to I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel as well. And I'm not the biggest fan of Vince having creatures in play, and I'm not the biggest fan of Lysa not in control of, on my side of the board. So, but the question is, I have a Wrath that is 8 mana. So really, Derek, it's up to you.
Oh yeah, no, I would. If the board being reset would be good for me right now. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, if it's good for you, then I'm gonna drop some big
explosion energy.
I'm gonna Decree of Pain.
So do you draw a card for each one killed?
I destroy all creatures. They cannot be regenerated. Draw a card for each creature destroyed this way. Cycling.
Well, in which case, I'm gonna put floating out that you actually counter that.
I do have a response.
There was a caveat to this conversation that wasn't mentioned.
This is that is. It seems good, but I feel like Rob's the closest one to being my friend right now.
I have 4 cards in hand, so I will draw some number and I will discard some number.
It's a lot.
Deck, so
It's a lot. You said, do you have any response? We gotta go priority order. Do you have any?
So does Senna have any responses?
I have 2 responses. First response, lose 2 life. Second response is I'm gonna tap 1. I'm gonna sacrifice Emergent Zone because we're about to do some flash. I'm going to flash play Bankrupt in Blood. So I'm going to lose 2 life first of all.
Yep.
And then I'm going to sacrifice 2 creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Is your angel like everyone, including yourself?
Yeah.
Yes, everybody.
Huh.
Yeah, but she hits you with 5 lifelink, so she's...
Yeah, that's fair. That's That's interesting.
So I'm going to sacrifice these 2 creatures in response to that.
Okie dokie.
No, I got nothing.
You do nothing. Okay. In response, then I guess I'll do some things too. I'm gonna make I'm gonna Ghost Court on my island.
Mm-hmm.
Go grab an island. Trigger gain the life, draw a card.
Yes.
Do you draw before you search?
No, because the line I search the line, it comes to play, trigger, draw a card, gain life. So I've got to draw afterwards.
Okay.
So this comes in. I'm going to shuffle and draw. I still need to draw. I'm going to float 4 mana plus the blue. I'm going to cast Beast Within.
Ooh.
What do we want to destroy?
Sorry.
I don't know if X-Force is any good. It might be the Cryptolith rights, honestly. It's either the Cryptolith rights or someone's land.
Go for the right then, mate.
It's Cryptolith rights the Mutable, I think. In terms of like, I guess, and Command Tower might screw Rob on colours slightly, but he's got a Grove and a Tainted Peak now, so that's not really much.
Yeah, I'm pretty set for colour fix.
What does the table think? Cryptolith rights or Exploration? Cryptolith rights.
I vote the Command Tower. I don't know what everybody else thinks. That Command Tower looks real sketchy over there. I don't know.
For me, it's Exploration. I think it's too dangerous.
Oh, hang on. Let's go back because the card I drew is now relevant. What do I get? 4, 5.
So you floated 4.
Yeah, I got 4 plus the blue, 5.
Yeah.
No, it's still going to be the Beast Within. Yeah, so we're going to Beast Within the Cryptolith rights. Hang on. So hold up. Sorry, go back. I won't do that because I've got 4 mana, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I drew this 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can go get a 6-drop. Is there a good 6-drop? Do I want a 6-drop?
How are you 9 mana now?
I drew Quarter Calling.
Oh.
So I'm just trying to think if there's nothing in my deck that stops the.
Same with an ETB that's going to be good because it's going to die instantly.
Well, I was thinking if I had a Mystic Snake or something, I could counter the Wrath as well, couldn't I? I don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go for it anyway for the fun. So you can keep your Cryptolith rights. I'm going to look for a 6-drop. Hopefully something that gives me some sort of board state here.
Let's get to that.
Okay. I'll look for a 5-drop then. That does change things probably quite dramatically, honestly. I can't get Mult. This is the first time Multani might be relevant. 5-drop. That's probably it.
It's going to be Thragtusk.
No, I don't play Thragtusk in this deck. It's not enough value, Rob. It doesn't do enough. Gives you 5 life and a 3/3. What's that in a game of Commander?
Yeah, strictly worse than a Palaka Worm, right?
Exactly. You're not wrong.
When I first started playing Magic, I thought Palaka Worm was a good card.
Hey, it is a good card.
It's better than Thantos.
Okay, Tatyova.
Titania.
Titania, sorry.
So I'll get a land back out of my bin. It's basically just a big ramp spell.
Okay. Also, you're gonna lose 2 life and then I guess gain 1.
Yes. So Lose
And then I
2,
guess-
gain 1, and draw a card.
In response to the Titania trigger, just before I lose priority forever, I am going to tap 3 Merfolk to draw a card.
Sure. Makes sense. Any other responses from anyone? What a complicated wrath.
Okay, so we've come full circle.
So
Titanium
my trigger-
resolves.
I guess I am actually still going to be.
Well, I might
This is
draw force. I got to draw
Said
for lands.
This is super delayed. I am going to be
Lands?
sacking the Curse Catcher to the Quarter Calling just to make you pay the 1, so it's 1 less creature for card draw. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Well, no, but he can't pay the 1, so he just fails. He'll counter the spell.
It just fails. Like I'm just sacking it just so he doesn't draw an extra card for Degree of Pain.
Oh, what are you countering with it?
Your Quarter Calling, but you had the extra mana, so it kind of just doesn't do anything.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see
because
what you mean.
you
I see what
tapped
you
as
mean.
diff for
Yeah.
6 anyway, didn't you?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So I've floated green. Cool.
Cool.
I drew not a counter spell, so I have no more responses. These all die.
Okay,
Right.
cool. So how many creatures, Vince?
I had
I
five.
to finish resolving mine.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
let's resolve that first, of course.
So these 2 are going to die because of sacrificing.
Yep.
I'll draw 3 cards. Derek, would you like to pay 3 life for these 2, or do they go back to my hand?
Oh,
You could take the Foretold, dude. I think I am going to pay the life for the Lisa, because I can't pay any more life after that.
Oh,
So
I was inefficient. I should have waited for that to resolve, gone back to the stack, then done my stuff. I would be 2 life up.
true.
Gotcha.
Magic's
Never
so
know.
hard.
So I lose how much life for making go to the bin? 3.
3.
Okay, that's not a bad trade.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that, and I will remember you in my prayers.
And then commanders go to the graveyard now, then get replaced, right? So you will get
Yes,
the
they
card
do.
draw from the commanders. So I lost 5 creatures.
I lost 2.
So that's 7, and
no.
you lost none.
Nothing
So
for
I
me.
draw 7 cards. 8 cards, because 1 for Shepherd. So this
Again,
resolves 1,
Let's see. So wait.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards drawn. 1, 2. Okay, then I will go to end step and go to cleanup and
A
discard.
response before. I have a response before instep.
Sure.
I'm going to pay. I want to do this. I did use Emergent Zone, so I still have Flash this entire turn.
Is it just for creatures or non-land? What is it for?
You may cast spells this turn as though you have
Oof.
Flash.
Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty good.
How much mana does it cost to activate? I should play that.
2.
Just 1.
Oh, was it 1? Oh, bloody hell! It's even better than bloody Winding Canyons. That's the one I used to play.
I have a
Oh,
feeling someone
fuck. I
has
need to put that in this deck because I can replay it as well in multiple ways.
I have a feeling someone has a counter spell, so I'm gonna bait it out. I'm gonna play.
Oh,
Brock-
Rob, you draw 1 more card because I'd set up. Oh no, yeah, I'd set up for Field of the Dead, but obviously so it made a zombie when I got this back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so you draw 1 more card, Rob,
Right. Okay.
because it's not a May.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're casting Brought
Yeah, and I'm going to choose up to 2 target permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Return them to the battlefield tapped. My targets are Lysa and Emergent Zone.
Bullshit.
Bloody hell!
No, I got no response.
I've got no responses.
Sadness.
Oh man, I'm sad. I am sad.
I am so glad that I read this out loud because I didn't realize I could bring the land back too.
It's fucking sick because like the best people were talking about when it got spoiled was like 2 fetch lands. I'm like, surely it can do better than that at some point, like this, you know?
I'm gonna hold priority. Can I do that? Yeah, I think before this fully resolves, since I still have the flash thing going on, I'm gonna pay 2 and flash in Dream Devour.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
gonna-
you have to hold priority. I think you get priority again, like in each phase, right? It's just, and you have flash, so it doesn't matter.
I'm
Okay,
going to move
yeah,
my
before-
graveyards up here so you guys can see a little bit better.
Before those 2 actually come in, so that's how I was trying to do it.
Right.
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Oh, so you don't pay 2 life? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And go ahead and do your cleanup step. Rob.
Okay, so I've cleaned up. I've discarded Swamp, Chiefy, Undead Chieftain, War Chief, Vengeful Dead, Dakmor Salvage, and Explosive Vegetation.
So the really important one is Vengeful Dead, right? That's the one that pings us when you have zombies die.
Yes.
Ooh,
So
I reckon
that
you've got.
then
I reckon you're setting up for living end. That's what I reckon's happening here. You want as many zombies in your bin, and then you're a living end.
Well, that's usually what I want to do with this deck, but currently I have 1, 2, 3 creatures in my graveyard and 12 cards in my graveyard, so it's already working out well at the present. So that's me done. I've got a Mask of Memory, which I'm just going to plop over here, and all tapped out. And yeah, I'm going to pass over to Sed. I just need to just step away for a second. I'll be right back.
No
But
worries.
by all
Don't-
means, do your turn. I have no response.
I'd recommend muting yourself if you're stepping away. We don't want to hear your bowel habits, Rob.
Speak for yourself.
Derek's over there, like unzipping again, getting naked again. Like, stop it, Derek.
I never rezipped. I was staying already.
So I drew for the turn. I'm gonna play a swamp. I think, was there any interesting creatures in the graveyard last turn?
I've got a Titania and a Ramanap and a Thassa's Oracle, which I guess is interesting if you can get there, I guess. Oh, and a Sylvan Safekeeper.
Ooh, what does she do?
Sylvan Safekeeper is the target sacrifice lands, target creature control gains Shroud.
I mean, is that Titania?
Oh, Titania, she brings back a land from your graveyard to play, and then whenever a land you control will be destroyed on ETB, and whenever a land you control will be put into a graveyard, you make a 5/3 green elemental.
Interesting. And Derek, you have some little stuff going on over there.
Little fishies, yeah. I mean, clearly you want Copala. You can protect all your little merfolk over there.
Titania is a 5, though. I think I like that.
Get your dirty mitts off my Titania.
I'm gonna pay 5, and let's see, play Puppeteer Click.
Ooh.
I'll lose 2 life.
You targeting Titania?
Yes.
So she on ETB you get a land back from your graveyard.
And lo, I return. Oh, is that a Puppeteer clique? Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, no target.
You could have gone balls deep and like sacked your emergent zone in like my turn to flash in the click to get your emergent zone back.
Yeah, but I don't know I don't know how to use her.
Yeah,
So I was just gonna
that's fair. I'm just looking at the line that gets the most amount of like it's not even good. It's just flashiness, if anything.
I was just gonna throw her at somebody.
So is click the one that has persist, and is the creature got haste, or does it have the illusion clause?
Yes,
What's
The creature has
gives-
haste.
It was haste, and they get exiled at the instead.
What?
Yeah, that's the important part.
Oh fuck! I'm so angry.
Titania is my pet deck, so Sed understands all too well.
Just get rid of it.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna go to combat.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, I'm coming to say hi.
Oh, hey, buddy. You know Vince is a 36, right?
Yeah.
He just stole my fatty from the bin that I was gonna get back. Fuck.
So, yeah, Lysa and Titania coming at you for 10, I believe.
Okay. I will respond with a bruised face.
garbage can to the face.
With like a groan and a
I'll
disgruntled
gain
look.
5,
Gonna take it like a champ.
sir.
Mate, I'm Rocky.
mean-
I can take this all day.
I'm gonna go to my second main.
Rocky didn't say that. That was Captain America.
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna play Viscerous here.
Ooh.
Lose 2.
You can sack the Titania to put it back in my graveyard.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Not even a consideration. Just-
Get out of here. And I'll pass the turn after that.
So she's exiled now, yeah?
That's correct. Unless Derek has a response before end of turn. He always
No,
does.
no, unfortunately, that's not the case.
Your budget deck is showing off strong.
Oh fuck! I forgot his budget. Now I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
This is good. Well, to be fair, like I must say, said like you are a man after my own heart. I love this kind of deck that you're playing. Like this is really my sweet spot.
It's like well,
I'm loving it.
The brought back plus the land and shit is quite literally like the aristocrats, right? Like just these elaborate, long-winded, yeah.
Grindy, unstoppable.
I'm gonna
Deal with
play
it now. We got to deal with it later.
Oh, Derek, behave. He's got a horn on now. Fucking hell.
Hey. Let me see here. So I'm just gonna play another harmless card. Got my horn out, and then I'm gonna go and tap 4 obviously named merfolk to play an Empress Galena. And I'll play just go Botanical Sanctum as my land.
So
for
is
turn.
that it gains control of legends or legendary creatures?
Legend or legendary permanent. Yeah.
Yes.
It says it expressly on the card.
So it can steal Athreos.
It can steal Athreos. It can steal any of your legendary lands.
So it can
for
steal,
example.
it can steal Cradle, Athreos, and the Angel.
Hey, Derek, lose 4.
What? You know what? I am so bad at tax effects. Yeah, every time there's one of those effects, I end up just killing myself every time.
Yeah. It's this Kambauer thing all the time.
Oh, God, I fucking wish you didn't excel my Titania so much. I'm so fucking sad.
Right, what are we doing about this board state, Vince? What's the plan here?
And I did that, man.
I don't know, my game plan. I had. You know, you plan your EDH turns ahead, and like they don't take into account someone like Puppeteer clicking your line. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna finale Devastation for 3.
What does that do?
I can search my graveyard or library for a card and put it into play. Creature.
Okay.
So
Cool.
let's go with that. I'm gonna get back my excavator.
Oh,
two?
that's good.
I'm gonna play my. I'm going to play my Field of Ruin, trigger my Field of the Dead,
Oh,
get a zombie, which will be played.
Rob, you can't let him show you up like this. He's pooping out zombies now.
Will be played by
I
this
know.
unopened Foul Blight Spawn.
Oh, for Christ's sake! You're crossing the streams, Vince. It's not good.
I had a comment. Oh, I take 2. I take 2. Thank you, said. I had a comment today from somebody who was like, because I mentioned Rowling in my video, and they were like, "Oh, I can't just find any video without politics these days about my hobbies." And then they said, and I thought, "Oh, it must be new to the channel, right?" And they're like, "I come here. I thought I could just come here for Magic and Warhammer content without the politics." And I'm not making this up. Their avatar was a Confederate flag. And I was like, "Are you for fucking real?" And I responded saying, "You must be new here because you obviously never heard me fucking speak." And now I've muted them and they're gone. But I was like, "Yeah, you're not into politics with your fucking Confederate flag."
Exactly.
Human beings. Right, I've got some number of mana.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I'm gonna Ghost Quarter my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to make sure I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I Ghost Quarter this, I'll get a 7th, but it will be a snow-covered forest, and it will still be unique. I'm gonna Ghost Quarter myself. Go and find an untapped snow-covered forest.
Here we go. This is it.
No, you haven't lost. Will you behave? Trigger, make another zombie, which will be played by this unopened tally man.
Oh my. You just have a stack sitting next to you.
I'm gonna run out. I have to go. The only other things I've got unopened are like really big boxes. And it's not a good idea for Field of the Dead. I haven't really thought this through. So now we have access to 5 mana. And just making sure I've got unique 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 snow covered, not snow covered. Cool. With the 5 mana, I'm going to cast a card that I haven't played with much recently, so I'm not remembering exactly how it works. I'm going to get Vital Force, and I think she gets permanent from graveyard to play.
No, to hand.
To hand, is it?
Yeah, for -3. Yeah.
So in which case, I'm not going to -3 her. I'm going to uptick her and untap my Cradle and turn it into a creature. So it's a 5/5 until then. She's down to 2. Where the hell do I put my dice?
Just use another box. Just stack how many loyalty. That's how many boxes you got to put on it.
Let's put a 6 on her there. I will actually move on to camera. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm using up all my space. 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. So tap for 4 mana. And no, I won't actually, because it stays a creature until my next turn. God, why should I shouldn't play with foreign cards. My mum used to tell me. Yeah, I will pass the turn, keeping up some mana.
Okie dokie.
We do have to remember, as someone who also plays Vital
Oh,
Force, we
I
have to
take
remember
another 2.
to at least punch it a little bit because he can alt next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, this, yeah. She will ult and draw me a card for every land played if I.
Which we absolutely do not want to happen. Okay. That's,
Yeah, it's like that's too broken to be printed on a card. Imagine that being on a commander.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
We do.
I'm just over here, like, just making value, just making plays.
Stacking boxes, making
Also,
plays.
sets on 44 life and has like a million things available to him. Look at it.
Yeah. So you want to donate some life, dude? You're just hanging out over there. I'm dwindling down.
I'm gonna work on these board states a little bit. I'm gonna play Call to the Grave,
What?
What does that
which
do?
is a 5-mana enchantment with a sweet art. And just
See, at the beginning of your
at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-zombie creature.
See, I don't like that at all.
Interesting.
At the end of turn, if there are no creatures in play, sacrifice Call to the Grave.
I feel like that just helps Zed. I guess he's already got a sack outlet, to be fair, so I guess it forces him.
Exactly. We need to force the issue here.
I guess Empress, whatever her name is long for this mod.
I don't know. She's a zombie. She's a zombie merfolk. It's part of the new Oracle text. We gotta.
I see. I see. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Has she got seals on her lap like dogs?
She has like little sea lion seals. I'm not good with animals, but yeah.
We can tell you're not good with animals or just creatures in general. You thought she was a zombie, but
Yeah,
that's
she does
amazing.
have,
I've never noticed it.
Yeah, tiny seals. If I could bounce a permanent, do we think it's Nissa or Athreos?
Well, Nissa gets hit by the 5/5 flying angel, and there's nothing I can do about it.
True.
I have no flyers.
That is a good.
I'm generally concerned with Viscera Athreos puppeteer clique like engine going on. Honestly, I'm not making it up. I mean, Derek is unfortunately on 17 life and going to lose his any creature. So he's not in the best of positions.
I don't after that exploration. It's still you just blow that up.
General question, Rob. Did you lose your 2?
No, I did not.
Got him.
I love you. Okay, so do I do that or do I just do something else?
I don't. The other problem with Athreos is that because he's 3 mana, like bouncing him doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't want to bounce the clique because that's disgusting.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, problems.
Okay, cool. So, in that case, what I'll do is I'll play a Golgari Signet for 2.
So the right answer is bouncing Nissa. Okay.
Oh no, that's your job to take care of. You got the flyer, but then also you've also got all the power and the most life, so it's up to you to deal with. I don't care. And for action arena, and that's me done.
Right. Take 4.
Take 4.
I will take 4.
It's like Kambao, but better.
Yes. Well,
yeah.
No, it's not because it doesn't give you life every time. So
Your Call to the Grave too. That triggers at the beginning of the upkeep, correct? So it's
Yeah.
gonna be before I even
each
lose
player's
something.
upkeep. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
No, there's no difference, right? As soon as you've controlled them up into the upkeep, she'll be on summon stick. You'll be able to tap her.
Yes,
you
you
can
can, in response to my
Okay.
trigger, you can do that.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you can steal something and then activate, and then sack that. Obviously not Athreos, unfortunately.
Why not Athreos?
Because Athreos won't be a creature when he steals it, so he'll have to
It
sack
doesn't
his
matter.
Empress. Oh no, I know
all
that,
legendary
but I assume he's trying to keep her around, perhaps, unless he gets a good legendary permanent. I'm just backseat gaming, Rob. Don't worry about me.
All right, I'm gonna untap.
Okay.
And
I am fucking terrified of Sed's board. I'm not even joking.
Me too. I tried. Like,
I'm gonna sacrifice Dream Devourer. Rob, do I get to keep it?
I will. I will let you put that in your hand.
Oh, you're so nice. Appreciate it. All right.
I'm on 14.
So now you see the purpose of this deck, right?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, dude, I know exactly what you're doing.
Okay, I'll draw. Give some weird draws here. Let's see. I'm gonna play a Flames and ooh.
The Empress can just steal Nissa, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm sitting here like a quiet,
Steal it.
behavioral child. Nothing.
But it's just a really interesting thing that, like, I've never seen Empress Galena steal a Planeswalker before, but obviously it can now, right? Because the rules were changed.
Yeah.
But just out of curiosity, let's just say that what does Nissa do on her ultimate?
So she's -6, and then I get the control player gets an emblem, which whenever I land and it's the battle on your control, draw a card.
Goodness. Oh wow.
It's totally harmless, dude. Just let me get.
In all fairness, it's very, very good. But compared to most emblems and most ultimates from Planeswalkers, like some Planeswalkers, it's ultimate and like everyone has lost, right? So it's interesting. So I think it's fair that she goes from like 5 to 6 and can ultimate next turn because it's not like it's not backbreaking in the short term. I guess it is backbreaking in the long term.
Well, yeah, there's been plenty of games in Lands decks where I've altered her and still lost. Like, it's
exactly. It's like Demonic Tutor, right? It should be legal and historic.
Which one?
There's a thing like this is dating the video. There's a talk on Twitter today of like, oh, Demonic Tutor probably wouldn't be that good in historic, and I'm sat there like, it's restricted in vintage. Surely it would still be good in historic. Like, how is that a fucking conversation?
So what? Just in case I missed something, Vince, what's the largest creature in your graveyard?
I got two. Oh, in my so I got 2/2, a 2/3, and a 5/5, and then my graveyard is rather unexciting from the powerful creatures' front and strength. It's got a 1/1, a 1/3,
okay,
and that's it.
Oh,
you stole my biggest one.
Eric, all yours are the little merfolk people, right?
Yeah, my biggest one is the 2/2 Kopala.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do.
Just pass the turn.
Still not enough.
As a gesture of friendship.
I love how silent we all get on Sed's turn because we're so damn scared of what's about to go down.
Yeah, the banter stops when someone's actually gonna win.
We're holding our breath.
I feel like someone is threatening me, and I want to kill them this turn, but unfortunately, I don't think I can. But I can get close to it. Oh.
That you are right. Rob was throwing out some incredibly harsh words last turn. I do agree.
So I'm going to sacrifice Visceraseer. Sacrifice her. I'm going to sacrifice Puppeteer Click.
Cool.
I'm going to.
So the persist trigger doesn't happen if someone puts it back in your hand, right?
Correct.
So it goes to graveyard, and the persist trigger goes on the stack, and there's an Athreos trigger as well, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
So who are you targeting?
First of all, I'm going to scry away this card. Let's go to the bottom. Rob does.
Oh wait, do you get to stack them and you get them the way you want?
Oh, Athreos. Tier clicks in my graveyard. There is a persist trigger, but Athreos says when another creature you own dies, return it to your hand unless a player.
Yeah, but I think because they're both your triggers, you get to put them on the stack however you want, and then so you can get them to resolve from whatever order you want. So if you just want it to persist.
So you can choose the persist trigger, and then the persist trigger goes off first, and then you can give somebody the Athreos option even after the persist trigger.
Yeah, so it's first on, last off. Yeah. So if you wanted
So-
to persist it, you could. Sorry, I was wrong. I was saying you couldn't, but you can choose to if you wanted to, I think.
You're saying I can do either one, right?
Essentially, yeah. Yeah, you can stack them however you want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I was picturing it.
Yeah, cool.
So, Rob, does it just go to my hand or does it stay in the graveyard?
I love that you're putting me under the gun. Yeah, sure. I will. 1, 2, 3. I put it in your hands.
Okay. No, if you pay three, it goes to the graveyard.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
and then it persists
Oh,
anyway.
for Christ's sake! Oh.
It's not a,
I'm so used to the pain. I'm so used to the pain.
right.
Sam.
So this is what we call the illusion of choice.
Yes, it is.
So
I
you're
would take the option that means I don't lose life. Thank you.
okay. So I'm just gonna.
Everyone thought Rob was into kinky shit until he's on 14 life. He's like, no, make it stop. Make it stop. Safe word. What's the safe word? Like carrots.
I'm gonna let it go to my hand.
Yep, sure.
I'm going to pay. How much does that cost?
5. At least you're paying mana for it this way.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself as I tuck away my deck.
Being very reasonable here. Then we're going to cast him again. And we're going to go for the Undead War Chief, unless
Sure thing.
someone has a response.
Oh,
For the war chief and the tribe.
No responses. This is
Okay.
Chiefy.
All right, and he is a 3/2 or something, I believe.
He is a 1/1, and zombies you control get +2/+1, so he's a 3/2 himself personally, and zombie spells you play cost 1 less to cast.
That's correct. All right, combat time. I don't want it to go this way, but it has to be this way. Eric, coming at you with the kitchen sink.
You took
Whoa.
2 from the Cleek recast, right?
Yes, I'm going to take that now.
Oof.
wow, wee
Oh,
wow.
thank
What?
God for that, Vince.
So we save up?
Good job you caught that trigger.
Yeah. It's massive. It's
It's gonna
it's
gonna
like-
make or break this game.
It's
gonna make or break
1/11 of
this
his
game.
life, Rob. It's 1/11 of his life. No, not even
Yeah.
that. It's not even 11th. It's like 6% of his life or whatever.
So that's 10 damage coming at me?
It's 13 with the War Chief.
Wait,
Chiefy.
what? Oh, the Chiefy swinging.
Yeah,
So
he's 3/2. Yeah, he's 3/2.
Woofy.
At least you survive.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go to the healthy life total of 4.
Hey, life is a resource, mate.
Hey, I
It's a
like to
resource.
live dangerously. It's just more exciting right now.
I'll gain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No,
Would
I'm
you like
pissing now, both
to?
literally and figuratively. It just in all ways.
Okay, so I have to figure out what to do before your turn starts. Because
Would you like to sacrifice my zombie, or should I send it to exile now?
I think I like hitting people with it. I'm not entirely sure. But I
Get
do
free
also
scry.
I do want to scry. So I will go ahead and sack it, and I'll scry one. I'm going to scry that to the bottom.
I had a panicking moment then where you guys. I thought I cheated. I was like, I've only got 6 lands. I got a second zombie, and I forgot about this guy over here because it's been such a long time since my last turn. Oh.
I think, unfortunately, I think I have to pass a turn.
Oh,
Oh no, you didn't
I
do
for
enough.
one am glad that you've passed your turn.
Oh my
Run out,
god.
run out of steam there. So yeah, I'll go ahead and pass it to you, Derek.
Woo.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap.
Trigger on stack.
Yeah, trigger on the stack. I am gonna. Well, I have a couple triggers. Herald's Horn. I guess I'll do that trigger first, just to look at the top.
Yep, you can try
Um,
things. Yep.
Well, that's not that. So no. I think I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to tap 2 and steal the Nissa.
I recommend you don't go for the Nissa.
No. What do you think? I'm open to advice.
What is your advice, man?
I think him not having the Athreos is our only chance of stopping Zed.
That
Because he can't sack it right. Is it online now?
No.
It's online.
Oh, it is
No,
online.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8.
7, 8.
Yes, it is online. So you could take it as a creature, and
Well,
then sack your Galena. and then
No.
keep
It won't be a
yourself.
creature once Derek steals it. It'll go back to being an enchantment. My point about making a creature is that Sed can now sack it, right?
Yeah, so they could just sack it to Viscera Seer.
But that's good. It means it's not on the field. And
Buys
Yeah.
us one round.
that's my case. You're not going to get the Nissa, by the way. I will just blow up my own Nissa, right? But my point is, you can take the Athreos and
For
it
sure.
defangs
Wait, you'll blow
him.
up your own Nissa?
Yeah, I'll Beast Within it earlier with that Beast Within that I fumbled about with and didn't end up casting.
Because I forgot Itlimoc. I'm sorry, I forgot Itlimoc the land too.
So I'm not even bluffing. I will blow her up.
Yeah. I got you. My thought is, I was thinking potentially steal Lysa to try to gain some life back.
That's also not
Yeah,
terrible.
But it might just get sacked. You know what? That's probably the move, because even if it gets sacked, at least I can cast a spell.
Oh, that is true, because you're close to being locked out of the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal Lysa.
All right, I'll go ahead and sacrifice it as a response.
Okay.
Derek, would you like to pay 3 or does it go to my hand?
I'm good. I'm good. Put that back to your hand. I'm gonna go ahead and sack my
Squire 1.
Yeah.
I think. What do I want to do with this? I want to leave this. I'll take it away.
All right. Well, I am gonna draw for turn.
You're right over there, Derek. You're looking a little bit unhealthy. A little bit.
I'm struggling right now. I'm gasping for any last breath.
In this current post-apocalyptic world, like situation we all live in, we should reach out to our friends from time to time, ask them how they're doing. So I'm glad you can be honest with us, Derek.
For 15 cents a day, you can sponsor a Derek.
See, that's why I'm glad I have this mute button on my mic, because you can't hear the sobbing in between me speaking right now.
Like
I'm just trying to
existential horror, like just screaming, constant screaming.
Yeah, Sed, I'm saying some not so nice stuff about you in between muting sessions. So
That's cool.
No, so what I think I'm gonna do. So y'all, if I attempt to help with this whole Sed situation,
Mate,
you're golden as far as I'm concerned.
this is
go for
this
it.
can't even tap for. I'm gonna play my 2 lands for a turn. I'll play an Alchemist Refuge and a Gaia's Cradle, which taps for 0.
Oh wow, the duality of man, like the cradle that taps for 0, the cradle that taps for 1,000,000.
I'm gonna throw that over there, and then I need what's blue green for this. I need to plan this out carefully. I'm so damn close to death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't forget your Llanowar thing hits you for 1 if you pay color.
If I tap that for a color, and this hits me regardless.
Indeed it does.
Good to know. Like I said, I like to live dangerously. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the turn.
Oh, so at the end of the turn, you've got an Alchemist Refuge up, which is 2 mana tap, and you can flash creatures in, right?
Yeah.
There's an Ether Spouts in our future. I can see.
No, I think he's got creatures.
Terrastodon.
How many cards in hand, Derek?
2.
Oh, he's on a knife's edge. Could just do him in now, Vince. Bugger him.
Whoa.
How would I do him in now?
He's on 4, mate.
Oh, I thought you meant like in his end step. I was like, how the hell do I do that? No, I won't blow up the Alchemist Refuge. I'll let you have this one.
I very much appreciate it.
Untap and draw.
I came to see blood. I feel robbed.
Rob's been feeling you, like the pressure on his face the entire game.
I didn't bleed enough for you, dude. Come on, man.
I'll play a Ghost Core out of the bin, make a zombie. I'm going to go tapped. I'm going to be like summoning sick and non-summoning sick, okay? So there are 0 of these, and there's 1 of those and 2 of those.
Is there a reason you're using the back side of the box? I'm just genuinely curious.
It's the front side.
That's the front side? Oh, because you have to build. You know what? That makes sense. I just figured it was a little dude.
Whoa! You didn't know you had to build your own Warhammer? Have you ever been on the internet? Like
today's my first day. It's really cool. There's all this
porn. There's so much porn.
That too.
There's porn. There's porn on the internet.
People like there's a lot of people who don't want politics in their video games and porn. That's just the internet. Like
I don't know. Did you ever see Family Guy where Quagmire found out there was porn on the internet?
Yeah, and it like ruined him. Like actually ruined him.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be right back. Don't kill me.
Right. So I think I got something good, but I'm scared of what like Derek. I say Bo just then. Derek can do with his Alchemist Refuge. So
Come on, I want to see it. Bring it.
2,
Make him do it.
4, 5, 6. So at the moment I tap for 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not as much as I wanted it to be.
You make a land a creature and tap for 1
Okay.
more.
I'm gonna tap for 4 mana with the fake Gaia's Cradle. I'm then gonna tick up the Nissa by using very mismatching die to untap it. And it's now a creature.
And then tap for 7.
I should have Ghost Caught myself first, to be honest. 1,
Hey,
2,
right now that's
3,
a
4, 5,
strictly
6,
better guy.
8. I've missed out a mana here. I'm so inefficient. I'll float a green. I'll Ghost Quarter my own forest. I don't have an island in play right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my 7th unique land will be an island, and that means I get another Zombo. I could have done that before when I tapped before, so I'm just a moron. Just Magic is very, very complicated, as we all know. Make an untapped Zombo. It's not untapped, sorry. Summoning 6 Zombo. Yeah, these are nice. I should make them like it's the
Ooh,
the
yeah,
foily
really
one from
nice.
that box.
Yeah, I like
The
that.
box that I mean, I got, so disclaimer, I got it from Wizards, right? Like, so I'm like, cool. Otherwise, beside all that aside, I'm still frustrated. They're like, oh, here you go, here's 1 of each or whatever. I'm like, grumble, like.
Hey, if you play it in your Tatyova deck, we've only got 1 island. It's
Well,
great.
well, no, I've got lots of different ones. To be honest, though, I shouldn't. Again, the thing I always say is that cosmetics don't matter too much. At least it's not a bloody mechanically unique, powerful legacy card.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So,
Yeah, I'm not playing any fetches in my deck because I cannot afford, or I do not choose to
Justify,
spend that much
yeah.
money on those cards. Whereas at least you have a nice looking island.
yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I tap. So I tapped for 4, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
And now I tap for
Yeah.
6. So let's put 10 green mana in my mana pool. Can I find a spin down? Oh, it's a Kaldheim spin down. Watch out! Watch out! It's probably incredibly valuable with a short term product across the UK at the moment. Shout out to Wizards of the Coast for saying that. 10 green mana. 10 green mana.
That's nothing.
Can't even lift that cannon. I'm going to tap 1 green over here to play a Concordant Crossroads, so all my things have haste.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
not my things. Everything now has haste.
And now we're dead.
All the things happen.
I don't know. Maybe you're not. Maybe you are. I don't know.
Said if you have a
I
distant
heard what
charm
you
in
said there.
hand, now is the time to
10.
play it.
11, 12, 13, 14. So 15 mana. 15 mana. So I'm going to G-Wave 15 mana total. Colors don't really matter at this point, I don't think, 'cause I'm not doing any blue spells. I'm going to G-Wave, leaving 8 in my pool. So I'm going to Genesis Wave for 5. No, I mean I have 16 for 4. Yeah, because 3 plus 4 is 7. That'll leave me with 8. So for 4, top 4 cards. 1 land, 2 land. This is why you play loads of lands, kids. Is that going to hand or bottom of library? What's Genesis Wave do? Mine's in
Graveyard.
Graveyard.
Yeah.
Hey! Way! 3 more of those. So there's now just stuff. Let's go back up to 4.
So
plus the
hasty
3, so
zombos.
7. Hasty
7?
zombos.
Yeah.
But you know who else is hasty? That's right. It's everyone's favourite game-ending thing that every green deck plays.
Crater Hoof Behemoth.
It is the Crater Hoof Behemoth for the 8.
Daddy.
Yeah. Let's see if this is enough. 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures. They'll get +10, +10. Oh, that's nice, easy. That is clean Crater Hoof math compared to normal, right? That is unusual. So.
29 creatures.
Oh, because this is still a creature. It's a 5/5. Because of
Oh, I
10.
see. Sorry. Yeah.
So there's 10, but only 9 can attack. You don't have lifelink, do you, said, but you can sack the Puppeteer Click to get something out of a graveyard?
Correct.
Yes. So, I'm going to send... Oh, you've got blockers in Flash, haven't you, Derek?
So what I'll say is, I'm gonna just because you have no mana left, right?
Correct.
Okay. If anything tries to kill me, it's not gonna go well for you. But if you kill everybody else, I'm gonna let it happen.
Do I call your bluff?
Let him be the prince. Let him be the prince. Let him take second.
You got 2 cards in hand.
Said
right?
said is
cards in
the,
hand.
Okay.
is the real challenge. Right?
Okay. So, Rob. No. Rob, I'm gonna hit you with 2 zombos,
Okay,
which is 20 damage.
that's 20
No,
damage.
it's plus 10. That's 24 damage.
24. That's plenty.
Yep, and then I'm gonna hit Sed with the other 5 zombos, and Sed, because I like you and you've been fucking impressive, and I feel like if I'm winning this, I feel like I don't deserve it. I'm attacking you with the 2 real creatures that aren't tokens, right? That's my thing. So that's 5 12/12s, a 15/15, and a 12/13. That's all I got.
So that's 7, 12, 12.
5
7
12
12,
12. So I'm just gonna. So the 2 of them got Rob. Rob, you're dead, right? So 5 12/12s.
Oh, yeah.
15/15, and
So
a
Sed's-
12/13. Said, what you got for me, my friend?
Sed's got 60 damage coming at him. Is that correct?
Yes.
So all of that is coming at me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna call Derek's bluff.
Okay. I have to survive, so I'm going to.
Oh, must be real rough being close to death. Struggle.
I am going to. Let's see.
I love the way I have 1,000 different dice like handy to me, but I'm using like dice that just aren't clear. Well, I am now. I'm using a clear one, but like I'll just use unclear ones. Like an idiot.
So it literally does not matter how many creatures I try to. An extra creature on my board literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything big enough to like factor into the math. I don't think so anyway. I've got like a 1/1 you can steal.
You got 60 damage coming your way.
I'm going to sacrifice Puppeteer Click.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sacrifice Puppeteer Click. I'm gonna assume that Derek will
Let you die?
he might actually pay the 3 to keep it in the graveyard. So I'm not even gonna go through that. I'm just gonna do the.
Oh, hold
persist trigger.
up. Again, Italian, right? Are these tapped, the lands? Of just
No,
strike?
they don't come in tap.
Oh,
I
do
believe
have-
they come in on tap.
Oh man, that changes everything. But let's just carry on. I have 2 open mana now. That would have changed the whole Derek situation. But it's too late. I'm a moron. Let's just carry on.
I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure they come in on tap.
Yeah. Either way,
Yeah.
it will just treat either way. It doesn't matter. Just carry on.
Lands come in untapped. This is gonna grab
I'll pay 2 for
War
that.
Chief. This is gonna grab a War Chief in the graveyard again.
Sure thing.
So that is going to give me 7 devotion, which may or may not matter. We'll see what here.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah, you have 2 cards in your hand, Derek.
Yes.
And I have 3 as a heads up with 2 mana.
Gotcha.
I have 4, but nobody cares.
Rob, you have a signet that's untapped. You just have anything to filter into it.
Exactly. I'm said.
Just sat over there banging on a piece of
Oh.
wood. I've got Gary signet just
Yeah.
banging on some wood. Like,
I'm singing the song of said.
I'm gonna scry 1. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna scry it away. I'm gonna play this nifty card from my hand called Simulacrum.
Raise protection.
oof.
What?
Who's that, huh?
So all damage
So-
used so far this turn is instead of retroactively applied to one of your creatures in play. Either there's more than enough damage to kill a creature, you don't suffer any of it.
So basically, I'm gonna
Oh my
let combat
god.
combat damage is gonna come through and hit me. But
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna play Simulacrum
What
as a
damage done
response.
to you so far is turned instead retroactively applied. to
I'm
one
just
of your
checking what the
creatures in play.
Gatherer says for this.
What
'Cause-
is the errata on that text?
Oh, well, okay. You gain life equal to damage dealt to you this turn, is the first line of the errated one. Wow. I'll put it on screen in the post-production here, so people can read the Gatherer.
Did you make this card up?
So you gain
I've
life
never
equal
seen
to the
this card
damage dealt
before.
to you this turn. Simulacrum deals damage to target creature you control equal to damage dealt to you this turn. So
Right. Okay, so it doesn't retroactively remove damage from you. So you gain life to damage dealt to you. So you gain shit ton.
We'll do that we'll do that after Derek decides to respond.
But hang on a second. So does that actually, with the Gatherer the way it is, Does that actually save you?
Yeah, because
this is very weirdly worded now.
You gain life.
you gain life to the damage dealt to you this turn. So damage is 60. So you gain 60.
But no,
Simulacrum
but
deals
that
damage to target creature you control equal to the amount of damage dealt to you this turn. So you gain 60 life, and then you do 60 damage to a creature you control.
so that's but
it's
that's
even
what,
better than its original printing.
no. So that's what I agree with you, Rob. I think that's what's intended, right? But I don't feel like it's worded that way. It sounds like you gain life equal to damage dealt to this turn. Like you cast it after you took damage and you gain it. That's how it reads. But that can't be right because that's nothing like the.
because you must have taken the damage. But
that's
then,
nothing.
as a state-based effect, you die.
But that's nothing like this. That doesn't make any sense.
It would, yeah. Look, see, the key thing is retroactively, right? Because what you're saying is that based on the Oracle text, you have to have taken the damage, which means you have to be alive. Because state-based effects say that
there you
you're
go.
dead.
Rulings. Okay, here we go. This is not damage prevention or redirection. Even though, to be fair to you, said that is definitely what the card was meant to be.
What it said.
It actually is life gain and newly dealt damage. Simulacrum is the source of the damage. La la la. So yeah, traditionally, I think that spell is meant to do exactly what you're trying to do, right? But I think it's been
it's like a comeuppance, right?
Well,
it's a fog effect.
Yeah, it's meant
It's
to
one
turn
of the white damage prevention effects.
Yeah, it's meant to turn Athreos into your Horcrux sort of thing, right? That's the flavor.
Yeah. Trying to find something referencing. This is the most confusing. Said, are you sure you didn't make it up? Because if you did, you could just.
It's one gatherer.
Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy to WYSIWYG this, and say that Simulacrum resolves as it should do.
I'm not sure.
This is too cool to.
It is incredibly cool, but I've never had a situation in Magic where the card so evidently doesn't do what it's meant to do. Like that Simulacrum doesn't. Because I talk about this a lot on the channel, like how in Warhammer things change all the time and it's really annoying. But in Magic, at least, cards tend to do roughly what they say on the tin.
Well, I mean, okay, so I
guess,
my only defense to Magic would be the fact that the card says all damage dealt to you so far this turn is instead retroactively applied to one of your creatures. So you have to have taken it.
Right.
Which means,
yeah, you're right. So
if you're on 0, you're dead. Because the state-based effects. Always take precedence.
Yeah,
right?
So it's meant to be used after damage to survive, but it can't survive lethal.
So, okay, but you gain life equal dealt to you this turn. Okay,
yeah,
I see.
Once you're dead, due to state-based actions, you disappear, so it doesn't resolve, or you couldn't cast it in the first place. Yeah.
Well, you can cast it right now, but you've took the damage, right? So just nothing happens.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I missed. Okay. Everyone at home's like, read the fucking card, guys. That's what they're saying in the comment section, right? The actual card does say retroactively, which I missed the first pass. So yeah, it is definitely designed for...
Yeah, but that's the thing. The thing is, though, the fact that it says retroactively, it suggests that you can, say, okay, this is the state that things are in, but instead I want to put it on my creature.
Yeah, because I guess
so
back in Alpha...
supersedes the state, it supersedes the...
Yeah, back then there was not... you probably didn't die as a state-based action at 0 life, right? But that's not the case anymore. I'm sorry, Seb, that is fucking wicked, but I'm over here being a rules lawyer like an arsehole.
No. I'm learning how this card works, so I see it's a trash card now. So, but
well, I don't know if it's trash. Is that a budget thing, right? Is that quite super cheap?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the card is still incredibly fun. Like you can really get
cool.
It just didn't work for me this time.
Because imagine if I had made a truce with Rob or whatever. I can do 36 to him. Can you get the other 8 through or whatever? And you're like, I didn't say the magic word. That'd be pretty sick.
So yeah, I'll gladly die.
Hashtag relatable content.
I guess what I was trying to do. This is the card. This is the card that actually does it. Gideon Sacrifice.
That actually does that.
All damage that would be dealt to me this turn in permanence is dealt to chosen permanent instead.
Oh, was that in your deck, not in your hand at the moment, or did you just?
It was in my deck.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, that is definitely it.
Yeah.
I thought that they kind of did the same. I thought that they did the same.
Yeah, because she does a cool thing as well, where you puppeteer click to turn on your Athreos, so you can keep your Athreos because it's indestructible, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. So then it doesn't take any damage.
Fuck.
That's all good. It's all good.
That was wicked. Just not. Unfortunately, the old shitty wording of that card betrayed you.
Okay, so I'm
slide this
dead.
over here.
You're dead.
And now we just see if Derek can finish me off.
Exactly. See, I
so
told
are
you.
Are you passing the turn?
I am going to pass the turn, yes.
All right, now I got to see if you got it, because you definitely said you had a counter spell. So
That's not what I said, but maybe.
Yeah, but you definitely made a bit of a song and dance about you having mana up. So.
I have to activate Alchemist Refuge, take 1 damage to tap one of those lands for mana, and I'm gonna Rivers Rebuke you.
Okay, so let's bounce on non-land permanents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I still have a tapped 5/5 Cradle.
Yes.
And your creatures don't have haste anymore because Concordant Crossroads is in my hand.
Joke's on you. I don't have creatures.
Silver lining. Silver lining. So I can recast my hoof next turn. Sick.
I didn't think it all the way through, but
I mean,
That
to be
creature
honest,
has
yeah, but Derek's on 3. So like the hoof might do it on his own. Who knows?
Yeah, Hoof doesn't have trample, mate. Like,
I'm gonna untap, upkeep, look at the top.
He
Okay.
does gain it from his ETB
I
though.
reveal it. It's a mist caller, so that'll go to hand, and then I'll draw for turn.
mm-hmm.
That's broken.
Ooh.
Can you imagine if a white card did that?
Hey, they're changing that. You can't.
Yeah,
argue
no.
about what
Gavin's
people
video was great. Like I can't. I mean, he also had a really good bit at the end where he shouted people out. Just saying.
want. Oh, who did you shout out, Vince?
I don't know. You have to. I actually hate it when people do that, and I'm doing it now. Like you know, like oh, just one time I was like hanging out with my friend who's actually an actor. I hate that, and there I am doing it. So I'm sorry to the comment section, but I am kind of a big deal.
Maybe the review was a bad idea.
That is the thing.
I'm just now realizing it. Wow. I think the haste would have won.
You reckon you could do 30 to me with haste? That would be pretty.
Well,
Oh, you'd have rights and stuff, wouldn't you, as well?
Well, I'll play what I would have done and see what. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap 1 to turn my Mutavault that I forgot existed into a 2/2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna tap 2 for a Dowsing Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would give you blocker, so that would not help that. So yeah, never mind. I couldn't have done it.
It makes my cradle better.
I can't give him to Sed. I mean, he could use a little. He could use some friends.
Hey, well, hang on. So you can block the Great Hoof with your mute vault. So you
Create a hoof,
can-
create a hoof ETBs, and he triggers, and he gives himself +1/+1 and trample. That's
Oh,
what
he does give. He gives trample.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can still at least get some creatures out. So I'm gonna tap 1 for the Mistcaller, and then I can go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to play Kumena because it's 1 discounted for the Herald's Horn.
Yep.
So she's got a bit of a butt on her.
Mhm.
At this point, the plants, because the plants get buffed because of the stupid that Crater Hoof, man. Or no, are they Defender? They do get Defender.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead, tap my Cradle for the Dowsing Dagger.
Oh, sick!
What
Yeah.
if you want? I'll give you 2 plants. And then I'll tap.
How
this.
many? How many?
2.
You get 2.
Played by today by the Skipperus Rex Tallyman.
And then put the Dowsing Dagger onto my Mist Caller.
What? I actually forget what the rest of Dowsing Dagger does. It gives it plus
It
something.
gives +1/+2, and
Plus
if you
2 plus
get-
1?
you flip it.
+2/+1. And how does it flip?
When it deals combat
damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whew. Yeah, I still think the haste would have been so helpful. I did not think that one through, but you know what? It's fine.
Because I had Concordant and Crossroads in my hand from the opening of the game, but when you play Crypto for Fight, I was like, there's no point even for a joke am I playing this now. Because like you'll just like start making all this mana and drawing cards, and it'd be awful.
Yeah, and then you have 2 untapped zombies.
These are the plants you just gave me. My zombies are dead.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass the turn and see if I can actually survive. This actually doesn't beat. This is no longer a creature, but
Yeah. Why did you animate it, Av?
I shouldn't have. I was trying to do something else, and then halfway through the turn, I realized I fucked up. So I kind of.
Do you want to say you didn't, so you don't have to like ping yourself for once?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we've recorded this entire
I
activity.
would love that. We're just gonna pretend I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna draw for turn. Cool. I'm gonna just reorder my graveyard. I know you're not meant to, but I mean, fuck. Right. Okay, we're gonna go with green and 2 for a Ramanap. Green and 2 for an Azusa. Everyone's gone so deadly quiet. I thought I disconnected.
No, you did.
I'm going to play the lands out of my bin that I can. So I've got 3 land drops at the moment. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Trigger. Get 3 zombos.
Oh no.
to differentiate them, I will use this Blood Angels card deck.
Guys, I think I'm in trouble.
I think it's just, well, you said you were going to make, because you had Reverse Rebuke, but now you have 1 card in hand and 3 mana.
Yeah.
2.
This could have ended differently if you just didn't play Galena.
To be honest, you could have.
Is that what you swung at me?
Yes.
Can you've kept Reverse Rebuke up for my turn still? Why did you do it? That would have been an option as well, right? To buy another turn.
Yeah. Basically, I wanted to. I had to plan I'll show you what's in my hand when I'm dead, and I had a plan, but I forgot about haste disappearing and that threw it all this shit.
I'm gonna tap all this mana 5 for a Nissa. I'm gonna tap Cradle for 7. I'm gonna untap it with Nissa. 7. She goes to 6. 7 untaps. Tap it for 8. So I've now got 15 again. The magic number. 15. 1 for Colossus Roads. 1 to Beast Within my own cradle. If I was smart, I should have used this to Beast Within this to get this back to play it a 3rd time, but I didn't think about it. Make a beast. So I've got 3/3. So that's 4 the mana, and then I'll create a hoof and I'll swing at you with a 3/3 beast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 creatures all attacking. And I've got plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's nothing. All right, so I'm gonna fart while I leave the room. I'm gonna animate the Mutavault.
Yep.
Tap 3 Merfolk to draw a card, and yeah, I'm very dead.
I was super bluffing about the blue mana. That I basically meant I could mystical tutor, and that was it.
So what I had in my hand, the reason, for whatever reason, Concordant Crossroads, I was just thinking haste forever. I had a Triumph of the Hordes in my hand.
Oh man.
So in my head, I just had to River's Rebuke, get the power on board, and swing for lethal.
River's instant, right?
It's sorcery.
Oh, because of Alchemist's Refuge. I was just wondering if you could have gone to combat with Concordant Crossroads to get the haste, and then activate Alchemist and bounce my board and kill me.
I got you. I didn't have enough mana for that.
Or as I was I was tapped out completely. You could just.
That's what I should have done. I should have never River's Rebuke and then just left you tapped out and then played this stuff because it would have been close. It would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, because I would have still needed
and that would have given me blockers. Yeah, interesting. I feel like I definitely just did not deserve it. It's so funny. Everyone was like, "Oh, what if she ultimates?" I'm like, "I'm just going to untap my Cradle." Like it's just categorically better, right? Like.
I wasn't worried about Nissa.
Yeah. Exactly. I was being honest as well. I wasn't just trying to dissuade Rob from killing her. I was like, I'm way more scared of said shit. Than I would be even facing this. I just thought it was going to take That was a really fun and interesting game of Commander.
That was a good game.
I learned my lesson to never play apparently Galena in front of Zed. Led to direct murder. I just pulled out a Galena like, hey guys, I just got shanked immediately.
Well, part of me did think should I, when you played Galena, you didn't have mana up, did you? Because I think I was thinking I should have played Concordant the turn after you played Galena, so that you could activate her immediately. But I don't think you had the mana, right?
I was tapped. Yeah, I had to tap out.
Because that would have been a political play of do you want to steal one of Sed's things now before we get back to Sed's turn? But we there's no option to. But that's fun. So thank you everyone for coming on. It was fun.
Yeah.
Do you want to plug shit? I mean, I'll put all the links and everything in the description below, including to the video and the YouTube and stuff. But do you want to tell people what you guys kind of do so they know where to find you and what kind of stuff you make?
Yeah, for sure. We are part of the Mana Squad. Again, the channel is One More Mana. That's where you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook under One More Mana. I think we're on Instagram now as One More Mana. We're trying to hit most of the socials. Twitch, One More Mana. That's where we stream our games on Saturdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, the United States. We also, what else do we do? We have the Twitter, the Instagram, the YouTube. We're everywhere. But
we'll do TikTok next.
Fucking TikTok. I don't want to sound like an old man here, but fucking hell, I just do not understand TikTok. I'm only 21.
Yeah, exactly. You're only 21, but you got some older sensibilities.
coming to a Snapchat near you. But yeah, so we're on most places on social media, but you can check out our EDH content, Commander content. We're putting out 2 to 3 videos weekly. We have the deck text that Derek does. We also have the mainstay show, Command Center, where we just talk about the sets and synergies with commanders. We do skits. We're trying to do everything, probably a little bit too much. But we just really like commanders, so we just want to express the different ways.
Yeah, definitely. And like not to like blow smoke up people's asses and stuff like, but if you're looking for like more unique, what I like when I see other creators making shit is like, and this is how I started out, right? Was making more unique shit, because a lot of people make the same thing over and over, right? And like said the talking heads you guys do on the desk with Ken are like, they are unique in their rhythm and their feel, because other people don't really have the dynamic or because Ken is incredibly dry, right? I don't know if dry is the right word. Ken is an interesting character, shall we say. So what I'm trying to say is like, it's cool to see people doing unique stuff that isn't the same format as everyone else. So yeah. Okay, well, thank you everyone for watching. There'll be social links in the description down below. Let us know your favorite moment. I normally ask people to say random shit, so tell us your favorite bit where Derek mentioned his own balls. Or I mentioned Derek's balls, perhaps. That seemed to happen.
It kind of got romantic there. I know Valentine's Day was a little while ago, but I felt some love in the air today.
It was either love or the smell of your ball sweat. I couldn't quite tell. Smash that like button, don't forget to subscribe as well, and we'll see you all soon. Ta-ta for now.
Take care.
Peace.